Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We are
The Lived Experience.
I'm Senzi.
And I'm Toby. And welcome to a mini-series that... Sorry, I'll say that again. Welcome to a mini-series that I guess we've produced for you guys to watch. I just got this idea of wanting to document why my parents and all of us have fallen in love with travel, why we even travel, and just document a little bit of, a part of my family, which is in Tembu household. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. The series is called Ukukhanya, which means light, and not in the actual light way, but more in a figurative, bringing you guys to our light and seeing us through and enlightening you guys. So it's Ukukhanya the light, an ode to travel, and we hope you guys enjoy this, I think, 3-part series. And welcome to our channel.
Also guys, don't forget to engage with us. Let us know what you think about the series. If you have any questions for us, do put them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please share this with your friends. Thank you guys
and
so
comment
much.
And please do follow us on our Instagram pages.
Yes.
Mine is Toby_Rose.
Mine is at Sens_M.
And you will probably get some cool content that is all about travel and lifestyle and our daily lives while we, go through this COVID-19. So please do follow us.
Bye.
Bye.
In Nelspruit, Kanyamazane. The exact spot was Tembeka High School. Yes.
She was working at Tembeka High School. I was working in Gangwane government.
Well, I had just been offered a teaching post at Tembeka High School to teach Afrikaans and English for grades 8 and 9. I had just qualified as a teacher and had taught for 6 months in a high school closer home in Pietermaritzburg. And once Snowy found a position for me, I then left KZN and went to Mpumalanga, to Nelspruit.
And for me it was because I was training as a teacher at Ukukhanya College. And I arrived there out of desperation because I couldn't get any other colleges that had accepted me as a student. So a friend of ours, who is a neighbor in my village, was the one who connected me with a teacher at Tembeka High School. And who then connected me to the college. So I had completed college, and I then got a bursary from Gangwane government, and that's why I ended up working there.
I guess the love affair, which is not a love affair, but why I think I fell in love with Mpumalanga, possibly because every time we would go there, even if it was to visit family, my parents would always speak about how they met. And so I feel like them falling in love in Mpumalanga and having their relationship start there has made me love it. But also it was our first family holiday as an extended family. So all the fathers in our family, the wives, the children, grandparents, grandmother was there. It was absolutely amazing just being there with my cousins and sisters and family. So I think my love affair with Mpumalanga started then, and the Kruger in particular. Waking up in the morning, going on game drives, coming back, being excited to perform for our parents, just having that freedom to explore. And my uncle, Baba Mngane, had a huge camera. He was documenting everything. I think that also made me look at a camera and be wow, it was a huge camera. He was in our faces, asking us what we saw all the time, and just documenting family holidays was amazing. And I guess the greenery, the amazing people, the weather, I absolutely love Mpumalanga. And I guess it started my loving of travel and wanting to travel a bit more. And I can't wait to have children to travel to Mpumalanga with them.
was something that we had planned, that my mother-in-law actually had also suggested. She had retired as a teacher and she wanted to offer us a holiday because she already knew that we were traveling a lot with you, but she wanted the entire family to be part and parcel of it. So we extended it even to the Ishowe people, Abopudgaba. We extended it to Unokbonga's family, the Mhlongos, the children, and we had to get a 20-seater bus to travel there. But the other good thing was that we also had a friend at Sun Parks, Mr. Mabunda, Dr. Mabunda, who was able to give us, I would say, a better rate because we are somehow kind of family. He's our best friend. So in that way, that was our mother's wish for us to get together as a family to entertain us, but we also had to pop in a little bit of money for food and stuff like that.
It was a great trip. As Mtosi said, it was not just ourselves, it was the whole family, extended family, and many others. It was lovely. I mean, Kruger National Park is exciting, and we were able to see the best of animals that we could. We also had a lot of trips, but we also had a familiar environment. Having stayed in Nelspruit, White River, we knew all those places and we were able to connect with friends. So it was great. I wish we could have many of such trips
Yeah,
if it was possible.
that's good.
Just the concerts that you as our children would actually hold
In the evenings.
in the evenings, dancing for us, being very creative, and then we taking charge of the different meals at different times, especially myself, Mbateni, and Unokbonga. You know, it was beautiful people that were really one, united in love, in everything, a spirit also of caring and of, like equality for all the children of the same family. That was a beautiful.
So I think for me, more than anything, it is an opportunity to connect. I guess connecting with myself, connecting with nature, connecting with the people that I'm traveling with, and then also just an opportunity to meet new people and experience new things, different contexts. I think it's also a big learning experience because a lot of the time when you travel, you're thrown into the deep end, or like there's a lot of unpredictable scenarios that can sort of come up. And so I like the learning element and the challenge of that. I think I've learned a lot about myself and about, like the other people that I travel with through different experiences.
For me, it's just been, exactly the same as she said. I think for me, it's also just been more of we're more the same than we're not. So, being able to learn that we're the same people with the same issues, all wanting the same thing out of life, has been amazing.
Well, I would say also when I was at the high school, at the boarding school, Montebello High School, we used to have trips to Durban. That was the first time for me to even see the ocean when I was doing grade 9, which was then called Standard 7. So we had a bursary which enabled us to go to a boarding school because one of the people, Snomi, had found a bursary for us because she was my mother's friend from the convent's point of view. So going to Durban by bus, I would say seeing places. Montebello is not very far from Durban, but at the same time the landscape, the mountains of Ndwedwe, when we used to go and collect, and do some errands like fetching wood and whatever, for me it was just an escape from the environment I was so used to. So the ocean was a wonder for me, something I had always heard about, but I'd never imagined. So it was a beautiful experience. But also just community with the other learners and seeing how naughty some of the little kids from Johannesburg were stealing at the shops, you know. So for me, it was just an eye-opener, but I had to stick to my values.
When I was at college, one of the things that we did as students was trips. And because we were closer to Swaziland was one of the places where we used to have trips. But also Mpumalanga is good for tourism. And we had gone to Kruger Park, we had gone to the mountains, and I had a lot of touring around Mpumalanga, and I loved it.
So, I mean, they've probably touched on this, and I can't remember exactly how it started, but I've always known us to be a family that travels. So I think the first instance would be driving up to rural KZN to visit our grandmother every December. I think that is a travel experience and counts as such. Road tripping has always been a thing for us. And then, family holidays. Do you want to talk more about it?
Not really. It's actually the same. Basically the same, but also just knowing that it's always been in the center of how we bond as a family, how we create memories together. Always remembered my dad planning a trip sort of involving us as we got a bit older, which was exciting. But also just being young and knowing that my dad just came back from a certain place, or my mom just came back from a certain place, and just finding out little, things about those places, like where did you guys go? Where is that? Seeing the images, seeing the photos they took has helped a lot, and seeing that they were open to travel, I guess has allowed us to not only do it for recreational purposes, but to do it to grow, to do it to document, to do it as a business. And they've definitely been like my first point of reference when I think about traveling. I think a lot about my family and what it means as a family before anything else.
He actually was the front runner in that, because he loves wildlife a lot and the environment issues. He had been involved in projects like that at the college. So also his experience of Nelspruit of Mpumalanga, the Kruger National Park and all that, was something that he wanted us to experience as a family. And that is what I also enjoyed. I loved just getting out of the normal life, the usual life, seeing places, seeing animals, seeing the landscape. Mpumalanga and KZN are very beautiful places.
Just in addition, but also for us staying in Mpumalanga and with our families in KZN was on its own a tourism opportunity. We used to drive from Kapogweni to Nkandla, 7 hours by car, pass through all the wonderful places of Christmasmere, places around Mpumalanga, getting into Vryheid, getting into Nkandla, going to Pietermaritzburg. So that on its own offered us an exposure to how life is in places that you hardly know. Bad Plaza areas and many others were just lovely.